Steve and Jill here.
Hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steven Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWit, broadcasting from gorgeous Southern California.
Today, Jill and I talk about 2019 planning during this holiday season downturn. This is one of my favorite times of the year when it comes to business. I love the planning part.
Yes, you do.
I love the taking a look at what happened the year before and translating to what's going to happen next year, and adding an uptick in all lines of business, maybe removing some lines of business that just didn't work out, which always happens. Every single year that happens. And then a big challenge for me is not to have too many startups the next year, which I'm getting, with age, getting a little bit better at, I think. I don't know. I'll have to ask our staff. At least most of them revolve around real estate and Land Academy and House Academy now. They're not some wild offshoot about like buying oil wells or something.
Right.
What do you do during this time? Just totally blow the whole thing off and have fun?
I wish. Wouldn't that be great? No, because as you put these things in place, then I follow. I'm here doing my part. I mean, we have different tasks in our companies, and as you lead and you come up with these new companies and some companies, then there's pieces of it that fall on me. So I'm just kind of standing by waiting to see what's coming. I guess that's it.
We're in a situation now where it's just like I feel like we're cheating because we've got a whole marketing staff. We've got people who are capturing and processing video. I mean, this is the first time this has ever happened.
It's true.
To me, where we've just got a lot of people, really good people in the right place, producing some cool stuff for us. It makes it a lot easier to buy and sell real estate when you have a marketing team.
Very true.
Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Joe asks, I think there are a fair number of sellers out there who would gladly sell their property for a low price or just give the property to you for a promise of future cash flow. Some of them lack the sophistication or time to set up a terms deal. For whatever reason, it would just be easier for them to do it, to let someone else do it. Does anyone ever work with sellers to sell or resell their property on terms, service the debt, and split the proceeds with the seller? If so, what did the contract look like, and what kind of split did you do? Who held the deed?
This is a great question. Every month or so it comes up because we get new members. Seems like we get a flood of new members every month.
We do.
Usually at the end of the month. So, and this always comes up. And here's what Joe's really asking, or what he's really saying, in my opinion. I don't have a bunch of dough to outlay to buy land, but I'm getting mail back. I'm getting people who are interested in selling their property for a good price. Maybe I just give them a little bit of money and I pay them every month until the property sells, kind of like a seller financed option deal.
Right.
And when it sells, I pay them the whole thing off and keep the rest. There's about 40 things that can go wrong with that. But I love the spirit of it.
Exactly.
So here's the real answer. Find a great real estate deal. In fact, find 500 of them. Go to landinvestors.com and go to Fund Me, the menu item there. You don't have to, you could have 10 cents to your name. As long as you get the mail out, find great deals that are coming in, like Joe seems like he's having. The back end of that is Justin Sleva and me and some other people in the group, and we're happy to fund you. We're happy to pay the seller. You don't have to put $1 in. We're happy to pay to buy the piece of real estate for 100% of the money, and then have you go sell it, and then split the proceeds with you 50-50. It's all on there. So I love that entrepreneurial spirit. You don't have to have any money at all to do this. You just have to find good deals, and I'll preface it with the good deals. They can't be silly deals.
I was going to say, I just had a conversation with one of our members, one of our advanced members last week, and it was about controlling the deal. And it's just something, too many things that can go wrong.
Yeah.
What if the guy, who knows?
Yeah.
Something crazy happens. He could literally sell it out from under you while you've got this whole thing going on. And because you really don't know that person that well. There's something to be said for buying it outright, paying cash for it, controlling the deal, and what I was talking about, I was kind of talking about infill lots. Some of our bigger bigger transactions, info lots and larger properties. And he was even asking about, is there a financing piece to that, or how does it work? And I said, nope, same thing as land. It's paid for cash. And some of these transactions, most of these transactions, they're so darn good that I don't even put it out to sell yet until it's 99.9% done. I'm just, everything's signed and waiting for it to get to the, the notary to put their stamp on it, kind of thing, because it's, going through escrow on some of these or bigger transactions, because I don't want anything to go wrong.
Jill and I are buying a house in Scottsdale for $240,000. This house next door sold for $500,000 within the last 3 months. And granted, it was all renovated and the whole thing, but is that the kind of what do you want to do on that? You want to raise the capital, or in our case, just write the check. We own the property. Is it a little bit more expensive with fees and stuff? Yeah, it's slightly more expensive, but you control the asset. So let's say instead of making a full $250,000 on a thing, we make $230,000, and it took a month longer. Does it matter?
Right.
It doesn't matter at all, and it's the right thing to do.
It's just I sleep better too.
Me too.
That.
I mean, it's just
I would not sleep well if I had a bunch of these out there right now. I mean, I understand. I just the work involved and what could go wrong would keep me up at night.
Yeah.
So
we've done this all.
Couldn't do it.
We've tried this stuff.
Yeah.
Years ago, we've tried it.
But I do appreciate the thinking outside the box.
Me too.
So I'll think about outside the box and think about the safe way to think outside the box.
I can't express this enough because it just changed. It just changed in the last 60 days.
Yeah.
I can't personally stand when people on the internet or on a show like this say, you don't need any money to start. Right. I think that is the most schlocky, awful. What it implies is hit an easy button and money's going to fall out of the ceiling on top of your head.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying at all. You have to still run through the whole program, both programs now, soon to be 3 programs. Learn how to find undervalued real estate by sending out mail. And when you land some great deals, and you will, if you just follow the steps in the program, and you don't have any dough, we are now in a position, because of the other senior members in our group, us, Jill and I are the ringleaders, to fund these transactions for you if they're great, because we make money too. That's the real reason we started Land Academy, to find partners that source deals and partners that fund deals, and we're like in the middle putting everybody together. So, pull out the stops on sending the mail out. But I will say they have to be good deals.
Right. Thank you.
We should say that more often, because it hasn't been going on for a long time. It's really kind of new. Yep. It was Justin's Sleeva's brainchild, the person I do the show with on Friday.
Yep.
Today's topic, or are we in today's topic? No, we're not even today.
No, that's
wow. Today's topic is 2019 planning during the downtime in this holiday season. This is the meat of the show. Like I said, this is, I love planning time. Here's what's going to what I'm planning. And I would encourage you to do some version of this. I took a look at what the real estate we sold in 2018, in the types of real estate we sold, and what we did great on and what we didn't do great on, or maybe what we still have in inventory. We still always have a few properties left over, stubborn properties that just haven't sold. And so I remove the risk out of that and plan for the mailers. I plan, quite honestly, I plan all of the 2019 mailers out during this time. And I will send out probably 20 to 25,000 letters a month for every other month. So February, April, and on and on. And that takes care of that. Everybody's constantly asking us, why do you guys have enough time to run Land Academy and run the land business and the whole thing? Because of the planning that I do personally right now. So I took a look at that. Then I took a look at the health of Land Academy, because for years, Land Academy was my personal charity financially. Yeah. It's now standing on its own 2 feet. So 2019 could be a pivotal year where it actually makes a little money. We'll see. I don't know. So I'm planning for that. I'm planning for the content changes that Jill and I have to make. Like, we're probably going to add a new podcast show for House Academy. House Academy gets released in the first quarter sometime. I don't want to put a specific date on it. And then we've got live events that we're planning.
Yeah.
And then I take a look at all that. Usually I overcommit and overschedule, and then I look at what really matters for our members, what really matters for us from a money standpoint, and a long-term, short-term planning, and then I shave off the stuff that I think is kind of maybe stuff that I wanted to do maybe, or Joe wanted to do, and it's just, it's just not beneficial.
That's right.
So that's what I do. If I were somebody like one of our brand new members or maybe one of our senior members, I would be planning mail, specifically mail, right. Budgeting for that. And I would be running through Equity Planner, which tells you that's what it is. It's Equity Planner, planning for how much money you want to make within a certain amount of time, how many deals you want to do, and it backs right into how much mail you have to send out. Actually, couldn't be any easier. No. If you're a member and you haven't been through Land Academy 2.0 yet, it's right in your dashboard. Go take a look at Chapter 4, where I talk about Equity Planner in an in-depth review. Yeah. That's what I would spend 2019 on, this downturn. Yeah. I keep saying downturn. Downtime planning. What are you planning, Joe?
Whatever you tell me to do.
Oh, come on. We all know that's just not true.
Well, come on. No, but it is partially true. Seriously. You set the tone. You decide what we're going to launch and what the products are and lay it all out. And then I'm like, okay, check, and then I take it from there. It's really under your direction. You are the CEO.
Wow.
So, but seriously, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. I mean,
it's just not how it actually ever happens.
It is.
Okay.
It really is. So I'm just kind of standing by. I sneak in. You know what I do? I sneak in my side projects when I can, and so that's. I need to get better at that. That's on me. That's not on you. I love what we do. So every time I plan a side project, it gets pushed aside because there's things that I need to help with and things that I need to do with Land Academy and our land business and our team and our the whole organization, if you will. So I'm not complaining. It's the reality. And so, but seriously, I'm just kind of, we have a lot of meetings coming up, I know, and I'm going to sit and you're going to give me my tasks, then I'm going to take my tasks and divide and then figure out how I want to accomplish them. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Why are you looking at me funny?
Well, you've done it again. Spend another 15 minutes or so listening to the Land Academy show. Join us next time where we talk about why successful people hide.
It's funny. And we answer your questions. Post it on our online community, landinvestors.com. It's free.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
So I have been wanting to bring this up this week, and I didn't. And so here I am now. It's the day after Christmas, and if the exact gift you wanted wasn't under the tree, I can help you. Hey, check out landacademy.com. If you're not a member and you want to be a member between now and the end of the year, we are doing this at half price. So go check it out. Go to landacademy.com, click on join, and you'll see it right there. You get 1.0 at half price. You get 2.0 for free.
That's amazing, actually.
I know. And
the amount of time that we put all that stuff together, it's amazing.
I know. And it's only good between now and the end of the year. Because at the beginning of the year, like you just alluded to, we're making some changes. We've got some things to realign. So we're going to close up enrollment for a little bit and get all our ducks in a row.
You're closing enrollment?
Uh-huh.
We did that one time before.
Yep.
A long time ago.
Yep. We did.
It's like everybody got to exhale for a minute.
It was like October a year and a half ago. We closed enrollment for a little bit.
Wow.
So, and we're doing it again right now to kind of regroup, and as we can finish our planning for 19 and move forward. So
see, I don't make all the
decisions. It won't be as good as it is right now.
I don't even know any of this stuff. I don't make all the decisions and then have to implicate them or
implement.
Yeah, implement.
Got it. Thank you. You're awesome. So wherever you're listening or watching, please rate us there.
We are Steven Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.